Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth about this. Girl, let me just tell y'all something. Y'all already know why we're here. My name is Rodney, and we're talking about this mess on my TV screen. Um, I know that I knew that these ladies were not necessarily friends, right? I knew that they probably didn't hang out with each other outside of filming. Um, Besides Robin and Giselle, right? I think I even remember a time I saw a picture floating around. I think when like Candace had a Christmas party or something. I think Wendy was there, a scholar was there. So I guess they hang out from time to time when their schedules don't collide. Um, but I think it really set it in stone for me this episode that girl, this group is a mess. And why it is important for it to be some type of foundation of friendship in order for the show to work. Because the scene with Wendy and Candace, I absolutely adored and loved. And that's when a light bulb kind of just went off, and I was like, girl, this is a mess. Like, we really don't have moments on this show where you could just see two friends, supporting one another, laughing, talking, uplifting. And I was like, we don't see that on Real Housewives of Potomac. That was like the first time that I can remember in a long time. Or maybe it has happened recently and I just don't remember because of all the mess that's been going on. Where I saw and I'm not talking about Giselle and Robin, that friendship where they basically just took a pact to have each other's back no matter what, right? And I do believe that with Candace and Wendy, they both have some things to work on, especially Wendy, as far as their friendship. But it still came across to me as a genuine moment between those two. It didn't have nothing to do with an alliance or, I'm going to have your back, you better have mine. It was just a genuine moment between two friends. Even like with Candace. When I was looking at Candace, when she was at that house, I said, this girl ain't got no friends in this house. None. Girl, you and Karen don't even talk. Rightfully so, because Karen tried to get you fired. Karen was never your friend, right? But her and Karen don't talk. I think this is the first time in 8 episodes that I've actually seen them on camera sit down and have a conversation. But that was only because of what was going on with Wendy, right? So you and Karen don't talk. You and Ashley can't stand each other. You can't stand Giselle. You and Robin only dealing with each other because that's your coworker. You and Mia don't care for each other, right? Y'all don't really talk to each other on the show. You and Sharice, I don't think I've seen y'all have any type of interaction like that. So I'm looking at Candace like, girl, you really, girl, on a boat by yourself. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's just a mess. You have Robin who really is only siding with Mia because she don't like Wendy. Let's talk about the episode. All right, y'all. So, okay. Wendy wants to leave. Wendy wants to leave. She's having a conversation off camera. Well, not off camera, but off camera, right? You know how they have the side conversations. So she's having a conversation with one of the producers. She's telling them that she wants to leave. And pretty much if she goes back to that house, she whooping that hoe. I mean, that was really what she was on. I'm whooping that ass. Like, I'm Wendy. Before this professor shit, girl, I'm Wendy. And ain't nobody gonna disrespect me, right? So I'm with Wendy on this one. Karen. I'm just gonna get Karen together all about this because I'm not gonna go back and forth about Karen and this who's right, who's wrong. Again, and I've said this, Karen is trying to be neutral and it's bullshit. I get how in some situations you probably could call out both parties, right? But I think to try and hold Wendy accountable, or not even hold Wendy accountable, but try and put the blame on Wendy as if Wendy was part of the reason why that mess happened, again, it's bullshit. This is one of the reasons why I get frustrated, and we know. And let me just say this because I know somebody gonna say it. I know that these shows have hours and hours and hours and hours of footage, and they condense it down to a 45-minute show. I know that they were probably at Peter's restaurant for maybe 5 hours. Girl, I don't know. They were probably at Peter's restaurant for 3 hours, and they condensed that 3 hour, reservation down to, a 30-minute, 20-minute with the commercials for the show. Unless something happened that we were just not privy to. But I doubt that because what we can see is that Wendy was minding her business. So I'm not exactly sure why Karen is trying to play this game of, oh, both of them are wrong. No, I'm not wrong. If she wouldn't have said nothing to me, I wouldn't have said nothing to her. You don't get to sit here and say that I'm wrong for reacting to the bitch who hit. You can't say that I'm wrong for reacting to the woman who hit me, who threw a drink in my face and hit me with her pocketbook. I'm wrong? Oh, I'm wrong. So now I'm tearing her up verbally and I'm wrong. Karen, no, this is not how this is going to work, Karen. I'm sorry. No. No. Robin says that, Karen didn't try to diffuse the situation. Did you try to diffuse the situation? Because you was too busy trying to act like TMZ with your phone all up in Wendy's face, antagonizing her. You don't recall that? Why y'all expecting Karen, the oldest one there, to try to diffuse girl, the biggest one there?
Oh, you a big girl. You doing that?
Huh?
Oh, you a big girl. You doing that?
It made me sick to my stomach that Giselle found humor in all of this and that she could still sit there and feed her neck with Oreos and ice cream and girl fish and jerk chicken, whatever they was eating at the table. I don't know. The simple fact that she could sit there and feed girl two of her necks while all this mess was going on made me sick to my stomach. I'm like, Giselle really does. I know some people are gonna get upset what I'm about to say, but I really, really, really need somebody to throw a drink in Giselle's face. Like it baffles me that Giselle, who kicks up the most mess, who kicks up the most chaos and confusion, walks away every season unscathed. And she could just still sit there and feed. Like the simple fact that, girl, after all of that mess, even me as someone who would probably, even if I wasn't in the mess, I would have lost my appetite. Like, girl, I can't even eat after this. Girl, do y'all see what just happened? Girl, let's wrap this shit up and go home. Now, I might eat later on after I had a couple of cocktails at the house, but I'm ready to go. Ashley goes to check on Wendy to make sure she's okay. Wendy was basically just happy that girl she didn't wear her straight wig. If she would have wore her straight wig, her straight wig, girl, it would have been on and popping. She says that Mia should leave. it's hard for me to understand. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to a whole rant. It's hard for me to understand. Let me shut up. Karen and Mia. Of course, Mia. Karen is on this holding both of them accountable. When you should just outright tell Mia you was dead ass wrong. Like that's the part that I'm fine that's really like blowing my mind is with all this mess that's transpired. How can y'all sit around this girl and make her believe that she was right in that moment? That is fucking my mind up. You have all these women at their big ass ages sitting around this other woman, making her believe that she was the victim in the situation and that Wendy was antagonizing her and that Wendy was the problem and that Wendy was the issue. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? What am I watching? And this is when I start to like overthink because I'm like, what happened? What happened to the point where, girl, nothing happened? Maybe it's just, let me shut up, child. What happened to the point where y'all feel that it's okay? Like, what do y'all be like? What do y'all be doing? That's what I want to ask the cast. What do y'all be doing when this shit be going on? Like, are y'all eating? Are you on Instagram? Are you on a phone call to check on your kids? Are you checking on your side nigga? Are you checking on your girlfriend? Like, what's going on? Because the way that they're all pacifying Mia and making it seem as though Mia is the victim. What part did y'all come on? Did y'all miss everything that? It's like the only part that y'all caught was Wendy cussing Mia's ass out. It's like y'all missed everything else, and so the only thing I saw was Wendy cussing Mia out, so she wrong. It's so weird. It's really, really weird. And the simple fact that like y'all are there in real time and y'all see what's going on, and then we see it through the TV screen. So they really know what's going on, right? At least they should. Because I mean, I doubt that they're sitting at the table just on Instagram, right? I'm sure a producer will be like, "Look, you need to engage." You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all are there in real time. You're experiencing this whole experience, right? So it's like when I look at it on my TV screen and I'm seeing something else, but then all of y'all are going around me like, girl, this is our sister, and girl, I'm gonna stick beside her. It starts to make people think, or at least me, like, girl, what the fuck? And then when the girls start calling y'all colorists, then y'all get mad. Let's move on. Mia says that Karen let um, Wendy basically fillet Gordon, and that if that was Ray, she would have never let that happen. Gordon has too much. What did she say? Gordon, who loves and adores Karen. We know. We remember him doing all of that last year. We know how much he loves and adores Karen. You ain't got to tell us, Mia. We know. It was on camera. Jackie says Mia is a boss. Wendy is a professor. Once you get those two, I guess, headstrong women together, it's bound to be a mess. Mia ain't no boss, though, because from what I heard... But the gag is that Mia ain't even a boss because let me say something. If you ain't got, let me say something. Mia on the same level as a lot of us, bitch. We ain't no bosses, okay? The way Mia try to act like I'm a boss, 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 I'm a but girl, no, you not, girl. You go to work like everybody else. Bitch, because girl, the way you act, because the way that you done said that, girl, them people done threw you and Gordon out on the street, on the corner, and girl, they done locked you out of all the goddamn accounts, and girl, you got one check left from the company, and you ain't got access to. A real boss got control of their shit. You ain't got control of your shit, so therefore, you ain't no fucking boss. You don't run nothing over there at the joint chiropractor, clearly. Because if you did, can't nobody lock you out of your own shit. And I don't care what nobody say. If it's yours, it's yours. Can't nobody lock you out of your own shit. Can't nobody vote you out of your own shit. Can't nobody take control of your own shit if you own your shit. So with all that shit that Mia was talking about a minute ago, about the joint chiropractor and the family not having it back and her having one check left, girl, that let me know everything I needed to know, girl. You ain't got that much power or control over there. And that's just what that is. Anyways, the kids. What I tell y'all, these niggas be sorry. The simple fact that your kids can't even get to school when you not in town. So Carter and what's the kid? Carter and I don't know them kids' name. Carter and Carter, girl. The Carter boys. Whatever them kids' name is. Girl, the Dixon boys. Girl, what are those kids' names? Anyways, Robin kids, she called the kids to check on them. She know they not in school. Y'all better go to school tomorrow. What I tell y'all? Girl, these niggas be sorry. How is it that, girl, the mama goes out of town for a few days to go to work? Because that's literally what she's at. She's out of town on work. And, girl, you can't even do your job as just something as simple as just waking the kids up. Because Carter, girl, one of them 14, one of them 12. So they all you really got to do is just go wake their asses up. Make sure that they get out the door. Then you can go back to sleep. But the simple fact that you can't even do that, you got Michael who down there struggling with girl, Michael and Michael 1 and Michael 2. Then you got one up there can't even do something as simple as go just tell them get their asses out the bed and go brush your teeth. I be telling y'all be single mamas and don't even realize it. Single mamas in relationships, single mamas in marriages and don't even realize it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go with the bullshit. So that food, let me tell you something, bitch. I don't know who that was over there cooking that food. Baby, that food looked amazing. You hear me? Baby, that food looked amazing. I said, oh, I want me some barbecue. What time is it? It was a little early. Wait, I think I'm gonna get me some barbecue. That sounds good. Anyways, so y'all see I got sidetracked and got ADD like a motherfucker. All right, so you seemed upset last night. I don't like my. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Oh, okay, girl. So basically, what happened was, okay. So what happened was, it was the next day. They were all downstairs. They were getting ready for the day. Giselle and Sharice were all. Can I say something? Is Sharice going through menopause? No, I'm not. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like that's. I'm not. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. But like, is Sharice going through menopause? I thought about that. I was like, girl, maybe she's going through menopause. That's why she's always like, I'm hot. And Sharice do always look hot. She looked tired. Her hair always stuck to her face. And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, what if she's going through menopause and she just doesn't know it, or she probably does know it? I don't know. I just thought about maybe she's going through menopause. Anyways, girl. So it was Sharice and Giselle. You know Giselle's gonna be the first one up eating. Girl, you know she was. Ashley comes over and Giselle says that she seemed upset last night. And Ashley says, yeah, I just don't like violence. And then they basically call Ashley, you know, she contradicted herself because of what happened last year. So this is the thing. This this is what happens when the hate that you have for somebody, you lead with that instead of leading with your morals, integrity, and the things that you stand on and believe in, right? So now Ashley, here comes Ashley. Now she hates violence. But last year, you didn't have a problem writing a statement over a situation that had one, absolutely nothing to do with you. Two, you were not even there. Bitch, you was in the restroom. The people that were there didn't even get involved legally. Right? Now they did what they did on the show, but once it came down to the legal part of it, they was like, girl, now girl, we shooting the show and all that shit, but girl, now y'all bringing the cops into it and lawyers and judges. No. I don't want nothing to do with that. However y'all handle it is how y'all handle it, right? But Giselle, you got some fucking nerve. You got some nerve. You got some nerve to be sitting here talking about Ashley and how she moves when, girl, you are the one who did the absolute most. We're not gonna go back 2 years ago. Not last. If I was saying last year, I meant 2 years ago. When the fight happened, both of y'all look like some fools. Robin looked like a fool because the hate that Robin has for Wendy for whatever reason. Because I really want to know why Robin doesn't like Wendy, but the hate that Robin has for Wendy, it surpasses her integrity and her morals and just standing on something, right? So she would rather back up a liar, right? Because even on the episode, you backing up Mia because you hate Wendy, but you still questioning whether or not what was going on with her cancer diagnosis. So sometimes what happens is when you hate somebody, right? And this is probably something for all of us, right? You hate somebody, you dislike somebody, you don't fool with somebody. And so you start pulling these stunts and shows, and then something happens, and then you try to act like you standing for something because I don't believe in X, Y, and Z, and then you start to contradict yourself, or you start to look like a fool. Like Ashley look like a fool. Now all of a sudden you don't like violence. Well, bitch, I couldn't tell. Because you were showed at the police station, bitch, writing statements. Or wherever you wrote the statement at. Giselle, you got some nerve to be calling out Ashley because y'all both in the same boat. Not Miss Giselle who went to the local club in the DMV and got some big black man to be her security for a show for 3 or 4 hours while we filmed this scene. Not the one who was telling Monique that she was a bad mama, right? And I'm by no means, she started talking about by no means I clock out because of this bitch. By no means I wants to be around you. And we hold ourselves to a higher standard, right? And now your homegirl is on a TV screen throwing purses and drinks, and all you can do is sit there and feed your face and throw with Oreo cookies. I can't stand that bitch. Giselle! Girl, I'm about 2 seconds of getting on your ass. You know what I mean? Giselle is okay. But Giselle, like, I really need somebody to get with Giselle. Like, I need somebody to, like, literally, verbally, like, assassinate Giselle. Like, for real. Because I do not like the fact that Giselle can sit on this platform and do the things that she does and walk out without a scratch. I really don't like it. I don't. It almost feels like Shawnee O'Neal. You know how I used to always complain about Shawnee? How I felt like every other girl could be called a hoe, a slut, and a bitch, get a drink thrown in their face, get popped 2 or 3 times, or almost get popped, and Shawnee just sit there like this. Right? And I feel like that's Giselle. I'm just gonna sit here like this and ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. And then I'm gonna call you out, Ashley, right? Even though I ain't got no room to talk. A Candace arrives at the house. I was like, how do you arrive to a house and you're greeted by one of your co-workers, and didn't Robin tell her kind of like to like kind of like be quiet, like be quiet, like come here, like they were whispering or something, and I'm like, how do you arrive in Miami? Like, how do you arrive in Miami, a city that's known for partying and having a good time, and you get to the house at 11 o'clock and girl, you don't hear no music, girl, I don't hear Cuffit playing, okay? I don't hear Candy, I don't hear like the electric slide, girl, the Cupid shuffle, the bunny hop, I don't hear no music, I don't see nobody at the table taking shots, it's just quiet. That's how you know it was a hot ass mess, okay? Cause bitch, quiet as is kept at 11. Cause girl, I'm pretty much just waking up at 11 o'clock. Cause I done got fucked up the night before, slept all goddamn day. Okay, I'm up ready to do, girl, to do a repeat. So Candace making to Miami. She talking to Robin, and Robin tells her basically it was a mess. Mia threw a drink in Wendy's face. She shows her the footage that she had. You know, Candace basically says that Mia should be the one that goes home. And they didn't really go that much into the scene. It was more of a, like a you know how they do those flashback scenes. Um, Mia has a nail tech coming because, you know, the night before she beat herself up. You know, you got to be one of the slowest heifers walking to beat yourself up and break your nails. Why was you bleeding? Because I was beating myself up. How did your nails break? Because I was, did you get into a fight? Yeah, with myself. Like, you know how slow you got to sound for you to be bleeding? And ain't nobody hit you and you ain't hit nobody. Oh, God. Karen doesn't like the lies, so it's basically they're all outside, and that's when I noticed that like Candace, I was like, girl, this Candace really, girl, you really don't have any friends. Like your only friend really is probably Wendy, right? Because you really don't want to go in that living room with those women because you don't fool with none of them, and they really don't fool with you. Like y'all just don't like each other, and it's a mess, and it's like it's just a mess. It's just a hot mess. You up there having to talk to Karen and Ashley, right? You and Karen don't even fool with each other, but you having to force some type of conversation. Karen doesn't like the lies that were being hurled at Mia. Are you talking about the lies that you're saying happened after Wendy was hit with a purse, after Wendy was violated with a drink? Are you talking about those lies? Because if we saw it at the beginning, she wouldn't have had to worry about nothing I was saying, whether you think it's a lie or not, if she would have kept that drink on that table and that purse, girl, beside her. Anyways, Candace is crying. Candace gets upset. Y'all know Candace gonna cry, baby. Candace gets upset. She don't like the way they treating Wendy. She hates the fact that, girl, everybody is pretty much acting like nothing ain't going on. I think Candace says she got triggered. You know what I mean, girl? She got triggered. She feel like it's unfair. You don't get to hit someone because of words. You know, in some situations, yeah, you do. Okay? But in this situation, no, you don't. Because again, you can't sign up to be on one of these reality shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac, Beverly Hills, New York, and then because someone says something, you want to hit them. But we know that was not the case with Mia and Wendy, because Mia was already throwing shit and Wendy hadn't even said anything to Mia. But I got what Candace was saying though. Um, they also showed another clip of Robin saying that Wendy doesn't let you talk, she cuts you off, and Candace says, "Girl, we all do that." And then she was like, "Yeah, but that doesn't make it right." Robin, you sound dumb. That's the nicest way I can put it. Because if you're acknowledging that all of y'all do the same thing, but why do you have a problem when Wendy does it? So we can sit here and acknowledge that we all do the same thing. Everybody does it. But then when Candace calls out, when Candace calls it out and says, "Girl, we all do the same thing," and you say, "Yeah, but that doesn't make it right." You know what? That's y'all, girl. Robin, I had high hopes for you this season. Everything I said, I take it back. Because, oh, God. You a mess, okay? Anyways, again, Robin is on Mia's side just because she don't like Wendy. That's a mess. That really is a mess, and I get that that's probably something that all of us have done probably once in our life. I'm on this person's side because I don't like that person, but it's really a bad leg to stand on because it just goes to show that you will ignore the truth because of the hate or disdain you have for someone. Instead of just acknowledging for what it is and saying, "Bitch, you was dead." I still don't fuck with that hoe, but you was dead ass wrong. You see what I'm saying? That's the way that we should handle situations as grown as 40 and 50-year-old people. 32, right? And 20 somethings too, right? I don't fuck with that hoe, but Mia, your ass was dead ass wrong. You see how easy that is? That's it. That's it. That's it. Because you siding with somebody who you don't even trust and believe that they have cancer. You over there at the beach giving this hoe a whole girl ass examination trying to find a lump or a bump and you can't find it nowhere. But this is a person who you siding with and you trust. Okay, girl. Um, see, you look like a fool. Karen wants Wendy. Karen wants Wendy to come. Mia says that they can break up the day. I mean, not to be, but we have to be fair. I try to be fair. I try to be fair, believe it or not. I mean, technically it's not really Karen's birthday getaway. From what I can remember, correct me if I'm wrong, acknowledge me when I'm right. I think that it was just a girl's trip that Mia was planning. And because it just happened to be, I think, the same weekend of Karen's birthday party, Mia went ahead and said that, "Girl, we can also celebrate you." But I don't think the initial trip was not to celebrate, to not for Karen's birthday party. Because even at the airport, do you remember when Karen was like, "Guys, my birthday, it's my birthday." I was like, "Yeah, girl, we know." But she goes and asks, because she wants Wendy to come to the beach because it's like common ground. It's not the house. Blah blah blah. So they all agreed. I'm getting ahead of myself. That didn't happen until later. So she goes and talks to Mia. Mia is in the house getting her nails done. Tacky. Girl, you would have thought because it was Karen's birthday weekend and Mia was celebrating Karen in the process, and also the girls' trip, that she would have said, "Hey, y'all, I got nail techs to come and give us some manicures and pedicures." That would have been a cute idea, like Karen said. But of course, Mia, girl. Anyways, um, Mia says that again they can break up the day, but she doesn't want to be around. It's too soon. Mia, you are not the victim at all. Nowhere in this story. Not in this story. Um, they take shots. I think it was Candace, Ashley, Giselle. I think Jacqueline. I can't say that lady's name. Jackie and Robin. And Candace just says, how people take shots. I want some tequila now. You know how people take shots after their limes after their shots. She says limes are for bitches, right? Something cute. Now she did look at Ashley when she said it. I said, look at you trying to start some shit. Because if Ashley started fussing back, now y'all gonna be fussing. Okay? For some reason, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we didn't see what led up to this, but for some reason, here go Robin. Thank um thanks been nothing but nice and supportive, but thanks to Candace. And Candace is like, Robin, we'll talk later. She was like, nope, no thank you. Robin, what is your issue? They had to have told Robin that, girl, you're gonna have to turn it up for season 7 or you getting your walking paper season 8. They had, like, cause that's the only way, because Robin, you 1 foot away from being like Marlo from the last season. Cause girl, the way that you were all over the place, like all over the place. Just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Anyways, so they all go outside and they're about to leave, and then Mia and those Ford 250 things she called feet, girl, get out the bus, get out the van, and girl, she drive over to the van that Candace and Ashley and Wendy were in, and she tells them, because they had told her that they were going, she didn't know that they were going to have lunch with Wendy just to make sure she was okay. So she tells Ashley and Candace, girl, that basically, since y'all didn't tell me, like, who the fuck are you? Girl, I wish somebody would come and tell me, girl, you can't stay at the house because you didn't tell me you was going to have lunch with Wendy. Girl, I would have, bitch, Mia hand would have been bleeding because the way I would have slammed that door so goddamn fast on that girl. Girl, if you don't get away from this door, girl, I'm not gonna lie. Girl, when she walked up to that car and she opened up the door and she was telling them that they was gonna have to find another place to stay because they were going basically to check on Wendy. You know how much of a bum, whack ass heifer you got to be that insecure to the point where, this girl, Ken, is going to check on her friend. Ashley, I guess, building this friendship with Wendy, goes to check on her, I guess, friend, and that bothers you to the point where you feel like they're picking a side. Well, girl, actually, girl, Candace probably is picking a side, okay? Because she don't like you, but that's her friend. You know how like a lot of y'all felt like Wendy was siding with the Green Eyed Bandit season 5. Yeah, I'm going back. You know how y'all thought that Wendy was siding with the Green Eyed Bandit season 5 when she was really siding with her friend? That's what people do sometimes, okay? Right? Sometimes they do it, especially when your friend is in the right. Now, when your friend is in the wrong, like I said about Robin, girl, you can still be truthful, right? And still hold your friends accountable. But y'all don't fuck with that hoe, but girl, you still was wrong, right? But when your friend is right, girl, I'm definitely gonna side with my friend when my friend is right. Anyways, so girl, when Mia was sitting there, when Mia came to that door and Candace bitch, when Candace was just looking straight ahead like this and would not even acknowledge that Mia was standing by that door. She said, close the door. Girl, I'm not supposed to go back and forth with this girl. I already know she's trying. Girl, she's trying to have a moment on camera. I'm not arguing with Mia. Girl, close the door. Here go Ashley. Oh, so you being petty? Oh, petty ass hoe. When Ashley said, oh, petty ass hoe. I said, okay. Get her. Okay, get her, Jade. Anyways, child. This review is getting too goddamn long. She tells them that they won't basically, I guess, disrespect her in the house she paying for. Girl, you ain't paying for nothing. Truly Original paying for her. Girl, Bravo / Truly Original / girl, somebody at that office is paying for that house. Because, man, we know damn well you ain't putting no information into that Airbnb system and pay for that house. Girl, why are we still playing this game? We know that the girls don't pay for none of these trips. Okay? We know that, because we don't have to even play this game. Girl, you coming into season 7 like it's season 2 and we don't know no better. Right? Season 2 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, like we don't know no better. We know the game now. So you ain't got to play all this, oh, I paid for this house. No, you did not, girl. And if you did, I want to see a receipt. Anyways, they go check on Wendy, girl. Mia Ashley calls her a ratchet. Ashley calls me a ratchet asshole, girl. Jackie and Giselle said she was down in the jacuzzi. She happened to look up. I guess the shower is by a window, so I guess you can see inside the shower. And clearly, you can see inside the shower if somebody is down in the jacuzzi. Now, that would bother me. Now, I don't mind this girl shower in front of like like in front of a window and people can see inside. But I would feel some type of way because the people that would be in the house with me would probably be like my sister, brother, brother-in-law, mama. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the shower, girl, just washing and they upset like, oh, girl, we can see your ass all through the shower, right? Jackie and Mia supposedly were in the shower together. I don't care what none of y'all say. Jackie and Mia, they done fucked before. They done ate cat. They done ate some pussy. They have. Me and my biological sister, we been said that Jackie and Mia done bumped cats before. Oh, it's been some carpet munching going on. Okay? I do not believe for one second that Jackie and Mia have not had anything sexually happen between them. As far as I'm concerned, like I said, I think the second episode, bitch, I think they over there having threesomes with G. Or G and Mia having a threesome with Jackie. Or either G sitting in a chair jacking off while Mia and Jackie is going to town on each other. But something has happened. I don't believe it for one second. What y'all got going on to the point where y'all need to take showers together? Girl, this ain't the motherfucking football field. This ain't the locker room. This is not, girl, this is not 24-hour fitness. Girl, this is not Lifetime. Girl, this is not Equinox. And even at Equinox, they probably got separate showers. Girl, y'all acting like y'all just got done playing a game of softball and y'all had to go take a shower. At the field house. That's old school. We used to call them field houses. Is that what they still call them? It's a little strange to me. I'm sorry. It's a little strange to see two grown-ass women just taking a shower together. Girl, no, you go wash your ass first. I'll wash my ass after you. Or either I go first and you can wait. But I gotta shit and do all that, so you might. So do you want to go out? Do you want to go first? Because I know what I got. It's gonna take me about an hour to do everything I need to do. Oh, girl. Anyways, Wendy tells. This review is getting too long. Let's hurry up. All right. Peter told Wendy that G, him, and Mia used to vacate together, but Mia did some snake shit to Peter's old girlfriend. Okay. Ashley basically sent me a text saying that basically, I'm sleeping in the same room I've been sleeping in, so you're going to have to deal. Bitch, I wish, and here go Jackie talking about if Candace she's not going to allow. Did y'all hear when Jackie said she's not going to allow Candace to bring Wendy back to the house? Girl, you ain't got, bitch, girl, you are a friend of the show. If I was Ashley, I damn sure would have pulled rank. Ain't no bitch who just got into this group last year gonna tell me a goddamn thing. Girl, I am the OG of Potomac. Period. Okay? Girl, you done got off my phone? Because I'm sleeping in that bed. Okay? Anyway, child. When Wendy said in her confessional that girl, I think the diva said this last week. Just because you put on a blazer and forged stilettos don't make you a boss. And I even add to it, bitch, Gina gave, just like y'all said, Wendy and the diva said, Gina gave that woman a blazer, and now she thinks she a boss. Gina gave that woman a blazer in a briefcase, now she thinks she a boss. I done told y'all that's not the truth. When was the last time you ever read a book? Okay? So they're at the beach in true white woman form. I say Robin is just like a white woman. Can't stand black women or dark-skinned women, but love black cock. You see how Robin got thirsty, girl, over that little boy with his shirt off. She over there rubbing on his arm and stuff like, ooh, hey. I said they always love black dick, but can't stand black women. Let me show. I know Robin Black. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. That's what y'all say anyways. All right, I'm just playing, girl. I don't want none of y'all get in the comment section. Go, we know Robin is black. Um, Candace and Trina. Candace goes to listen to the song. It was really a cute moment. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love the support that Wendy was giving to Candace. Candace was very emotional because Trina not chose but agreed to do a song with her. So it was an emotional moment for Candace. I love the fact that Wendy was back there. She was dancing. It was just a really, 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 really cute moment. And I was like, we need more moments like this on the show. But I don't think we will, because when you get a group of women who really can't stand each other, these moments are going to be far in between. I really want to see more moments like this on Real Housewives of Potomac, because it does get a little draining. It does. And I can only speak for myself. Even when we reviewing the show, and I love the show, and it's fun to review the show, but it does get a little draining sometimes, because sometimes, girl, I don't want to have to make an hour review. Here we go, 46 minutes. Girl, sometimes it's okay to make a 20-minute review and talk about the things that popped off and then talk about the good times that happened on the show. And even if my review is 35 minutes, there should be good times. Like, I have to literally find things sometimes that are funny, right? Sometimes I do just find stuff funny. I like to laugh a lot. I can pretty much find humor in anything. But sometimes I'm like, well, let me just watch it again and see if anything, happened that I didn't see. Because I don't like to get down here and just be hollering and screaming and cussing out people. I want to laugh. And I want to see good moments on my TV screen. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I thought it was cute when they slithered out of the room. I just have one question. Because at this point, I think Mia is psychotic. Was Mia mama on that shit when she was pregnant with Mia? Because the way that Mia moves, you would think that she was a crack baby. That is no tea, no shade. That sounded real harsh, what I just said. Well, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, scratch what I just said, because that was unnecessary. Because I don't want to offend the people who, I don't want to offend anyone who, girl, listen, all I'm trying to say is, Mia, girl, you are doing the absolute most. She's mad at Karen now because she feels as though Karen, chose a side, girl. You don't, girl, I'm not playing this game with Mia. Mia, you are nuts. You need to go see Iyanla. You need to go see Dr. Phil. You need to go see, girl, Dr. Oz. Girl, you need to go see all the doctors, all the healers, girl, because, girl, you are a study case at this point. Mia is still. This is no shade. Girl, Bath and Body Works having a sale. 40% off everything. Girl, I don't need no more candles. Girl, I think I probably got about 20 candles up here in my shelf. About 20, no lie, about 20 or 25 candles. Girl, I'm talking about candle fanatic now. Love candles. I'm gonna come out my own candle line one day. Yeah. Anyways, Mia is a case study. Like, I really think what it comes down to is Mia is an insecure woman. I think that Mia is always gonna be the hoe from the stroll. And because she can't let go of the fact that she probably was out there selling pussy, and, girl, at the strip club, that everything about Mia is just insecurity, 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 insecurity. Everything about Mia. I don't know how people like Mia, how they move in like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if this is like, is this you, Mia? That's one of the things I get so frustrated with when I watch these shows, because, and I've said this before plenty of times, it's up to us as the viewers to decide what's real and what's fake. But I'm tired of that. So at this point, I'm just saying what you are, what you present yourself to me on my TV screen, that's who the fuck you are. I'm not supposed to be sitting here trying to decide what's real, what's fake, what's real, what's fake. Is this you, how you really act off camera, how you act on camera. Like, it's one thing, for example, like Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore is who she is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya Moore is just playing the worst version of herself. You know what I'm saying? But that's who she is, okay? She just chooses to tap into the worst part of herself for the TV show, to be the villain. But with Mia, I don't know how to take Mia because a part of me feels like Mia is just acting. Like, I'm just going to go on here and just act up and do a fool just because it's a TV show. And I don't like that. Because at that point, it's like, girl, you can't be a grown-ass woman that's your big ass. You know Mia say she just turned 38. And I'm Britney Spears. But you can't, girl, I will talk about this another. I just don't like the fact that Mia, I can never pinpoint what Mia is trying to do. And it bothers me. Because at some point, I just start looking at you as though you're fake. You're fake. You're not real. And that's part of the reason why I no longer want Mia on the show. Because at some point, you should just be giving who you are. Even if it's the worst version of yourself. But girl, when you all over the place, like, oh girl, you came in to your Real Housewives of Potomac career just telling a bold-faced lie, right? You got cancer. Now you don't got cancer. You got lumps in your ass. But girl, the camera is literally on your ass. We don't see no lumps. Even your homegirl Robin says she ain't seen no lumps and bumps, right? So you got all these stories and all these lies. Oh, I'm a boss. I'm this. I'm that. I have 16, 15, 19 businesses. But girl, then your businesses get shut down. So clearly you're not no fucking boss. So it's like, girl, it's almost like a scammer in front of my face. That's what Mia reminds, like a scammer, and they're just trying to just like get it how they live. And nothing about what she presents on TV, nothing is real. She's insecure. The simple fact that, girl, people can't even go check, like, you really thought that even, girl, even Candace, you really thought that Candace should not be able to go check on her friend? And because she's checking on her friend, that means she's choosing her side? Yeah, more than likely, 100% she's choosing her side. Girl, like, girl, what? This is getting too long, girl. Karen tells Mia, you don't have to have a party. I had a cake and a candle. God is good. I got my flowers from Ray Ray. When I tell you I holler. When Karen said I got a cake and a candle, God is good, and I got my flowers from Ray Ray. Girl, I know that's right. Karen do be saying some funny stuff sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. I just want her to stop acting all this neutral shit because that shit be pissing me off. All right, I'm gone. This review was real long. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.